I just want to talk about 3 things that happen to your child when you promise and fail. Now listen to this. If you're a parent or a guardian, as parents, we always love making promises. We want to make our children happy. So we go ahead to make promises we know at the end of the day we will not fulfill. There are so many things that would happen to your child when you promise and fail. I'm going to be mentioning just 3 in this video. Number 1, your child will lose trust and respect for you. Now, trust is a very, very important virtue in any relationship, even the parent-child relationship. And trust and respect is earned. It's earned. So the more you make promises you don't fulfill, the more your child loses trust in you and respect. It's as simple as that. Being a parent is more than just the name. It's about your child having that trust in you to meet his or her needs. You're not just a man or woman that speaks, but you keep to your words. That's what ends that respect. So whenever you make several promises and you don't keep to them, the trust and the respect your child has for you drops. And I'm sure you don't want that to happen. So try as much as possible to keep to your words. And if you know you'll not be able to fulfill that promise, please do not even say it. And if you said it, something led to you not fulfilling it. You have to be open. You have to explain to your child. You have to be accountable on why you did not keep to that promise to be able to maintain your respect and trust. Number 2, your child will seek help from someone else. You made those promises because you saw there were things your child needed. Perhaps your child came to you and said, Daddy, this is what I want. Mommy, this is what I need. And you made those promises. Now, when you don't fulfill those promises, your child begins to get used to the fact that you're not a man of your word. You're not a woman of your word. So that child will rarely come to you for help or solution. You'll discover that your child will begin to seek help from outsiders, help from relatives. Rather than coming to mommy or daddy, I need this. They will prefer, if there's an auntie living with you, an uncle, someone else, even a teacher, they will take their needs to those people because they know daddy and mommy has been failing in fulfilling their promises in meeting to those needs. And it's worse when there is no reason. They just see you as somebody that says things they don't do. It's really, really bad. So at the end, you're pushing your child away. You're pushing your child to the arms of somebody else who can meet those needs. The third and the last thing that will happen to your child when you do not fulfill your promise is your child begins to behave like you. With time, yes, with time, your child begins to think that it's normal to say things you don't do, to make promises you don't fulfill. So they go ahead to behave like you. And you know what that will do to their lives, their relationships, their marriages in the future, their parenting behavior to their children. So it all begins with the footprints you're leaving as a parent, the exemplary life you're living. So you wouldn't want to raise your child to become an adult that is not a man of his words or a woman of her words. It's bad. It's dangerous. It affects relationships. So if you don't want to do that, begin to fulfill those promises. And if you can't, give reasons why. Because unknowingly to you, you're raising a child that will behave like you. And you know what happens when people discover that you're not a man of your words, you're not a woman of your words. You make promises you do not fulfill. It will affect you at your workplace, in your marriage, in your relationship with people. So it's very, very important that as a parent, you are that model that your child will emulate. And you start by keeping your words, fulfilling your promises.